What's up? Savvy in Vegas here. So today I'm going to be talking to you about real estate investment, and I think this is kind of important because I'm only 20 and I believe a lot of 20-year-olds should get into real estate investment. I mean, that's completely up to you obviously, but I do think that it is an important thing to learn about. And just a disclaimer before I start talking about this, all of this stuff that I'm talking about is just surface level things that you could do, but it does require other research on your own or things like that. So I did my own little research just for this video, but I do know a lot more about this stuff outside of this video, and I'll probably do separate videos about all of this stuff, so just stay tuned if you want to learn a little bit about real estate investing. So first I'm going to start off with what real estate investing even is. And I have notes here, so don't judge me if I look down or have them in the shot. But basically what real estate investing is, the actual definition of it is it involves the purchase, ownership, management, rental, and sale of real estate properties and real estate in general for profit. So you can do this when you're 40, you can do this when you're 80, you can do this when you're 20. So I figured I would just do this now so that younger people and a younger audience and an older audience can kind of understand the gist of what it is. So now I'm going to talk about ways you can invest in real estate. There are multiple different ways, and even more than I'm mentioning in this video alone, but I'm just going to give you kind of a surface level definition of each way you can invest so that you can kind of get some ideas in your head of what you want to do or how you want to invest in real estate. So the first way that you can invest in real estate is by flipping homes. So what this means is you're the investor, you're buying a property to make better and make, prettier by the time you want to sell it or you want to rent it out to other people, which that I'll get to later. It'll be a lot cleaner, it'll look a lot better. So here's how you can do that. You buy a starter home, basically a home that hasn't really had a lot of TLC, hasn't had a lot of love in it yet, and you basically take it and you make renovations as needed. Maybe you do the floors, paint the walls a little better, make it look pretty, make it look good for the next person that's going to live in there. And then once it looks good, you can either keep it on the market for a while, or you can rent it out to other people. So that way, once you're ready to sell it or rent it out, it'll look better and it'll increase in value and it'll appreciate over time. The second way you can flip homes is if you buy a home in a market that has increasing values or that has kind of a history of being increased. So in Vegas right now, a lot of areas are gradually increasing or appreciating over time. So what most real estate investors do is they will buy a home within that area and then keep it, on the market, keep it in their hands, so that once in that area it appreciates, or once that area is increased in value, you can resell the home that you bought.
I'm sorry, I totally ruined yours.
No, you didn't. I was like, you're good, you can do whatever. So the second way you can invest in real estate, and this is something I don't know a lot about because I've never done this before, but you can invest in a real estate trust fund. So what this means, it kind of has more to do with stocks, and it has more to do with the business side of real estate. What you'll do there is you would purchase shares. So real estate's kind of always going to be changing, always going to be gradually increasing in value, appreciating, stuff like that. So when you buy a real estate trust or shares, how stocks work, you buy the shares or you buy as many shares, and then after a certain amount of time it increases so you can sell your shares for more. So with that, what you would do is you could either buy shares through a publicly traded REIT, which is real estate investment trust, or you can do it through a broker. Either way, you're still going to be getting income from the shares that you buy and sell later on in time. And then the third way that I'm actually working on right now is if you purchase a home to rent out to other people. So with this, what you would do is you would purchase the home, I would say now, when you're younger, or even, whatever age you are, you could purchase a home. You can either do renovations on it, do whatever you need on it, or if it's already pretty, keep it on the market for a while and just rent it out to your friends, your family, or even anyone, random people you can rent it out to. That way, when they're paying you, their landlord, you're putting it all back into the house. So you can have it in your possession until it's paid off and you've used all that money to pay it off, and then you can sell it, or you can just keep renting it out after it's paid off, and that way you're getting immediate income. You're getting a steady income, flow of income, as long as you're renting it out to other people. That's another way you can do it, and you really don't have to do much for that. You just either sell the house for money or rent it out to other people, and now you're getting income from multiple different ways. So So with this third thing that I'm talking about, renting out, obviously this comes with a lot more research, and I'm doing my own research because the house that I have right now, I'm gonna end up renting it out to other people later on once I move out of it. But again, this comes with more research. Like, this comes with you having to look at finding a good location, property prices, real estate trends, like what's going on in the market, how the market is gonna be moving within the next 10 years, the real estate laws and regulations, which I'm pretty keen on because I do have my real estate license, and then the economy, growth, and demographics. So these are all things you want to research before even looking into doing this, but this is just an idea, again, something that maybe you can, think about, and just kind of thought bubbles that you can have in your head at all times to see how you can make your own income, steady income, see how you can do it. So again, with all of these things, you're gonna have to do your own research. You're gonna have to, kind of really know what's going on in the market before you even do it. But then once you're kind of an expert in that, you can totally invest in real estate however you want. So now that you know what real estate investing is, how to invest in real estate, ways in which you can research real estate, investment trends, all of that stuff, I'm going to talk about why this is even a good idea in the first place. So basically, this is a good idea for younger younger adults, people my age, people in their 20s, because at a certain point, you can hold properties for a long time, for even decades, and then they would appreciate. So once you hold a property for, say, 10 years, once I'm 30 years old, I'll be able to sell or rent out those properties, and it'll be worth more money, especially if you research the location, the real estate trends, everything that I had mentioned before. If you are researching all of that stuff, you can buy a property, rent it out to other people, and then maybe sell it one day for way more than it was worth because of, equity, how that works on a home, appreciation, and increasing in value. So another reason why this is a great idea for especially people in my age range is because this teaches you skills, life skills and adulting skills that you probably wouldn't have known before. So this could be technically a business that you could even go into. Like, you can real estate invest for money on the side, or you can make it your whole stream of income. And if you're buying out properties, you're learning way more about real estate in a market and an industry that's constantly increasing and constantly going to be important. Like, houses are always something that people are going to need. Houses are always something within a market that requires a lot of demand and a lot of supply. So when you are researching these things and when you're investing in these things, you're learning about something that's always going to be important and always going to be a big part of everybody's life. So the third and final way as to why real estate investing is a great idea, and also something that I've been researching a lot lately and going to continue to research, is because you're receiving a steady income that you're working hard for now, potentially, and you're gonna have it pay off later. As long as you, again, do your research, conduct your own soul research and look up stuff within the market trends and all that stuff, you will be able to have something pay off later. So by the time you're 30, you could be making a steady stream of income for doing stuff in your 20s, and you could even forget about it. Like, that's stuff that's super important right now, and it's just a really great idea. So with real estate investing, I definitely think it's a very important thing to know a little bit about, even if it's just surface level stuff. And I'm gonna make a lot more videos in the future about real estate investing and stuff like this in general, because it has become very important to me, and I've learned to appreciate things like this, even just having my real estate license for 6 months, So definitely look into it, do your research, look into this stuff, and my DMs are always open for questions that you have or anything that you want to talk about, or if you want to have like a conversation about anything, my DMs are open. So I hope you have a great day, and this was Savvy in Vegas.